Any new game console in a child's life is an incredible event, accompanied by endless fun.
Or not.
And probably one of the most memorable events related to consoles for me was with the first PlayStation.
Baby, I want exclusives from you.
Honestly, those are bad memories, but at least they're vivid. Hey, my son has been living in those bad memories for 20 years now. Nothing measures everything more cheaply. I kissed your mouth.
Can I cover myself with something?
Yeah, Measure, nobody wants you here, no one's watching you. God, I'm so tired of these kids, these rotten ones. When will they finally die out on their scooters? Fuck, oh my god, I can't. Yeah, I can't.
Mama.
With the arrival of our first PlayStation, my brother and I were so overwhelmed with happiness that we forgot what sunlight looked like. Food, water, people, and, well...
Kids, it's time for you to eat!
No, Mom, I don't want to.
Me neither.
God, yes, you both look so pale. Turn it off quickly.
Whoa! No, Mom, no. Look how energetic I am. Look, whoa, look. Hello, Mom. Hello.
Subscriber unavailable, connection lost.
You're clearly not watching.
I'm watching.
Oh yeah, Mom, where are you?
That's all.
I'm taking the wires.
We didn't save.
Everything was fine. We were playing Harry Potter at the card section, collecting coins. Oh, how I hated that level. Always a couple, but you never collect them all.
How many?
65 plus another 20 from...
Alright, shut up.
I got tired of trying and went for a walk while my brother chose to play and even opened the lid. He stepped over the console to grab another game and pulled off one of the top deaths in anime.
We cut along the joint of their leg, break it, and finish cutting.
Nice pass.
And now, as for you.
Of course, you can't hide a broken console. The parents found out, and that's when a familiar word comes up.
Boarding school.
Boarding school, also known as an orphanage. A word that means the parents are angry. And, you know, even though it was all sad, depressing, losses, PlayStations, and all that, I was happy, like it was the last time.
Oh no. Send him to the boarding school.
Both of them.
Oh, how often I've heard the word boarding school. It's like an extra motivation to take action. It's a pity that it doesn't work now. I mean, what could possibly make me move now? Well, I don't know. Maybe only discounts on dumplings. Oh, and by the way, you like anime, good music, and an unusual plot, right? Well, then I recommend checking it out. Zenly Zone Zero is a new gaming experience among role-playing game fantasy games. Enter a post-apocalyptic world of caverns, seek salvation in New Iridia, and become a legendary proxy. Experience an exciting story with high-quality cutscenes and manga panels, complete quests, meet unique characters, including a Fury, run a business, take on assignments, and enjoy relaxed gameplay. Fight in thrilling battles designed for both newcomers and pro gamers. Here, speed and rhythm matter. Attack, dodge, use skills, unleash your ultimate, don't forget to pull off combos, and enjoy the stunning graphics. Level up your character by exploring the city and stocking up on combat gear in the shops. Or just chill out with the classic Snake game or other mini-games and compete with other players on the leaderboard. Download Zenly's Zone Zero via the link below. During moments of my parents' anger, the best option was to go live with my cousin for a while. And not because there was a gaming club near her house, but because the gaming club was right next to her house. We sadly played away all the money we didn't have, but my cousin did. That's why we played all sorts of crap like Power Rangers.
Listen, sweetie pie, I'm paying, so we're playing Power.
Alright, I'll be the red one.
Oh, red is my favorite. So before you pick it, let me check if your teeth aren't hurting, damn it.
A couple of days passed, our mother called us back, and we couldn't think of anything better than to bring our sister along so she could negotiate for us to stay longer. Yeah, we could have done it over the phone, but we had to show up anyway. And imagine our surprise when we found some little rascal playing our broken game console in our house. The cover was still a separate piece, but it was just placed on top of the PlayStation. While I was still in shock, I realized that not only did that kid beat the Harry Potter cart level, but the console also works. At that moment, my sister had already arranged for us to stay a couple more days.
Please, just a couple more days. We play Power Rangers there. They love Power Rangers so much. Artyom always picks the red one, and I tell him, well, good for you. You should be. Red suits you so much, damn it.
Staying home was no longer an option since my sister was already bothered. I had to go to her. But still, knowing that the PlayStation was working, I felt at ease. Even when playing all sorts of crap like Power Rangers. I was happy because Sonia, Sonechka, just wait for me for 2 days. After 2 days, my exile ended and it was time to go home. We ran home with a quiet, calm, almost frantic run, expecting something mind-blowing, fun, awesome, and powerful. Dumplings on sale with my knife and 1 orange. Unfortunately, the #1 death occurred in Anime, Part 2. This guy who played on our PlayStation while we were away brought his own disc. It was cracked, scratched, moss-covered on the north side, and it exploded. Damn, right in our console. Time to open up our clown. Carefully put the spoon down. What's wrong with you? Oh, its insides are coming out. What's surprising isn't even that a disc in the console can actually explode, but that they managed to return the console to the store.
Hello, we recently bought a console from you.
Time to start the plan. Scan.
We bought a console and we would like to return it.
Yes, okay, no problem.
You're just a total noob. What's up, man? And it might seem like one kid kicked her, and the other kid, a stranger, was playing on that console. And the disc broke, and it just exploded into pieces.
Well, you get it, I said. It might seem like that, but actually, she's on her own.
Oh yes, of course. Sorry, I was just thinking about Shavuha. At Cerny Lavash across from our store. Hold on to your money, or you can make a child happy and get a new console instead.
Yes, that's right, because a child's genuine joy is one of the few things that truly warms my heart. Let's have 2. In cheese lavash, please, and add more meat. It's a special occasion for me.
And for me as well, like him, please.
Did you also return the console?
I gave the kids to the orphanage.
Seriously? Then it's my fault. So, how does it feel? I only ever scare people.
Yeah, honestly, I was hesitant too, but then I thought we only live once, and then it just happened.
With the arrival of such an important device as a computer in the house, the life of any self-respecting school kid becomes unbearably comfortable. All those moments when you want to play, but you're sitting in class. Oh, what games do you have at home?
What?
Damn. Well, games.
Hunter Sraka.
Oh, easy, kid. I have some information on this topic. Yeah? Oh, yeah, and you spend a whole lesson discussing how to plan on B properly. Then you calmly sit through the remaining lessons. And that's a good way out of the situation, but a bad way out is when you run like a wild, frantic little boar right after the first lesson. You have no energy left, can't sit, and just want to reach your computer. Yeah, I'm coming to you and you play comfortably with your brother on one keyboard in games that are supposed to be for one player.
Let's have you shoot and switch weapons, and I'll walk and aim the crosshair. I like that.
I was always confused by that setup because I couldn't figure out what was better, to shoot and switch weapons or to walk and aim. And only knowing that my brother would never offer me the better option out of what's available, I realized I was being tricked.
Yeah, screw you. Let's go. Screw you.
And after some time, that magical moment when another computer appeared in the house, one that was on its last legs, I realized that this was my path to becoming a samurai. So, you know, it was bought from a drunk guy for almost nothing. Wow, what is this? And I'll take it for myself. Yeah, Mom. Yeah, well, yeah.
But it barely works.
Yeah, this one, yeah.
But even games won't run on it.
Oh, wow, really? So what? What happened next?
Are you even listening to me?
Yeah. Dumplings are better with mayonnaise. Yeah, that's right, dumplings. Back then, I thought a computer was a computer and everything should run on it. So when nothing would run, it felt like go to hell. Feeling sad, I kept rewatching the only movie downloaded, The Animal. And it was awful while my brother played comfortably, but I just wanted something of my own. It doesn't matter if it's worse than my brother's. What matters is that it's mine. And even though I knew that games probably wouldn't run on it, as it turned out, I had to make a sneaky move. A sneaky knight's move. The time for power separation arrived. I have my own computer, even if it's junk, so I should have my own games. We started dividing them. My brother got his, but I had none. And since my brother was usually nearby, I didn't have much time to secretly take and install a game. I told my mom my sneaky plan ahead of time. Waited until my brother left his room.
Maxim, come eat.
And then the action starts. I quickly run into the room. I'm shocked by the abundance of games and sad because I don't have them. I take a quick look at what I could theoretically get. Goddasan Anders. Oh, good choice. Hints of Oak. I grab the bastard, and now it's like I'm hacking the Pentagon, quickly installing the game. Damn. Turns out the installation speed also depends on the computer. Damn. Sneaky, fast, poopsie. Ah. I'm holding onto this already flimsy door with all my strength, and it doesn't even close properly. My brother's rage is at its peak. Even though it looks like I'll give him the disc, Mom sees the plan is failing and intervenes, telling me to let him install it. But my brother won't stop. I have only 40% of my weak strength left and can't hold the door, but this is Amicus Anandris. Ooh. Wait, just so you understand. Later, when my brother and I were home alone, my brother kicked the door into my room with his foot, even though it actually opens the other way. I'm holding on with all my strength, one hand on the door and the other packing the disc into the case and pushing it underneath. The yelling fades, my mom takes my brother away, and I sit at the computer relieved, only to discover it's too weak for the game. Silence, smooch.
So, little brother, how do you like the taste of my game? Come on, just say it. It's really awesome, right? Just finish me off. This part is especially sweet. He knew that this game wouldn't run on my computer, and still, he wouldn't even let me install it. But I always had an ace up my sleeve for situations like this.
Mom and we started playing on the same computer again, but not together. Well, I mean, not together, but, well, your time is up. No, yes, first death. I told you so. You're already out. That doesn't count. Yeah, damn, you're starting this again. It's the same thing every time. Damn. Yeah, no, that's not it. My brother and I got into chemistry before a television series was made about my life. It all began when my favorite grandma asked for help cleaning her house. How could I say no? That could only mean one thing. I wouldn't get a chocolate bar for my birthday anymore, the kind that's 2 years past its expiration date. And I just can't let that happen. Do you know how strong those smell? The best was the chocolate bar I gave her 3 years ago. It could hammer nails or fend off thugs. Sarcasm. Well, never mind. Anyway, she asked me to clean up. And do you know what it's like at home? In the homes of elderly citizens of the Russian Federation? From a Tyrannosaurus skeleton in the closet to that round thing for every disease you can't open? It's perfect for her, punishing kids for bad grades, then at home saying, "Come on, let's go, Uncle, Grandpa." With tear and snot-covered hands, he desperately grabs for something, but it's perfectly satanic and even flies off to hell. Come on, Grandma, we just escaped shelling and you're already trading contraband. My brother and I jumped into the Triceratops era and found a stash. A young Walter White starter kit. Oils, creams, powders, gel, all packed from the Soviet Union, plus pasta and rice. This has been useless for about 20 years. So we took a basin of water outside and grabbed the first powder pack. I still remember it clearly. A drawn fir tree on the package with a name that sounded like pine needles or something similar. But the internet didn't give me any answers. If any of you know anything about this, give me a tip in the comments or leave a note on a magnet in the entryway. Leave it there, I'll come myself. We used to pour this into water and it would fizz and foam a lot. I figured it out right away. Nobody died, so everything's fine in Wild Boar style. I grab everything else even more, and I'm about to make a top-notch, real hodgepodge mix. How Ritsky happened, like childhood diarrhea, a double whammy.
And if there's a war, or even worse, if there isn't a war, how are we going to manage without all this?
Yeah, you're kidding. I've already said how much I love my grandma. Or did you think I was kidding about the 2-year-old chocolate bar? Being forbidden only made me more determined.
Damn.
My brother and I found a big pot, gathered a bunch of people, and started making what we called, Wunch Punch. You know, there was even a cartoon like that, and I really liked it. We gathered various ingredients. Some brought soap or detergent from home, while others collected leaves, twigs, sand, and dirt from outside. Cat extract. Hey, have you seen what cats hide in the sand? No?
No, I haven't!
Cat extract is very valuable. It's very hard to find. Cats always look around to make sure no one is watching them, and then they bury it. Here's one making a stash right now.
Okay, it's mine.
Take the stick.
I'll use my hands, okay? Which one? Ah!
While we were doing this every day, always mixing different things, but except for foaming cat crab, Nothing else came out. I realized that this wasn't the right way to make something with fire. We were too young, so we found the only option was a battery. We secretly smeared it with everything we could and waited for a reaction, but nothing happened. And only when it came to modeling clay, that's when things really started to heat up. The little jerk would melt from barely touching the radiator, and then it wouldn't come off. Likely because the modeling clay dye hardened on it. We were so wildly excited by the whole process that we didn't even notice how we messed up all the radiators.
Since we're getting our asses kicked anyway, let's add some PVA glue too.
We got punished because they had to repaint the radiator after us, and we kind of understood our mistake. A few days later, our parents went to visit someone, so we were sent to our beloved grandma who always wanted us to visit often. But at the same time, please don't be dumb, active kids at 10 years old. Be normal, refined gentlemen.
Yeah, normal.
And when we came to her, we remembered that childhood hurt that chokes you inside. And we took the modeling clay we brought from home and stuffed it into all her radiators. And we never stayed at her place again. I found ancient remains. The word fox written in PVA glue. With love. That was the brand of my favorite and only pair of pants I wore at the time. No, listen, we'll go. For a kid who has discovered the joy of video games, there's nothing worse than being deprived of the chance to keep playing. And sometimes it's kind of fair because you've dried up for a month without leaving your room, so go take a walk, take out the trash. As if it has to be done right now. It suddenly became a very important event. And let the rain hide your tears because later they'll ask you to go out again. But this time for bread, just so you don't sit back down. Playing your little games, and that's fine. Let's say,
Are you out of your mind?
You know what? It's unfair, but clever. The thing is, often when parents buy you a console, it's not what it seems at first glance. You let them know that you really love to play, and that's a mistake. Understand, they gave you pure joy just so they could take it away later if you disobey or do something wrong. You're shaking. The new stuff has come out 3 times, and you still haven't cleaned up after your dog?
So that it's clean?
How am I supposed to clean it with a fork?
Clean it. Show him. Clean.
What? Here's my advice. If you're still in school and living with your parents and you got a console as a gift, just pretend that games don't interest you at all. Play on the sly so your parents don't see or hear about your interest. Let them think you enjoy cleaning the cat's litter box and they might forbid you from doing it. Most importantly, don't tell your parents you enjoy breathing oxygen. They might try to control you by suffocating you. As a child, I loved games intensely. Every time my brother and I were deprived of the opportunity to play, no matter the reason, we always tried to make up for it. It all began when my brother and I were playing Contra on the Dendy, and our parents abruptly interrupted us because we had to free up the only television we had at the time. Because the movie Dev Chata was starting. God, the songs from that movie still give me terrible flashbacks. I just couldn't come to terms with the fact that I stopped doing what brought me pleasure. I grabbed a notebook and drew the whole spot where we stopped in the game from memory. So, look, you shoot for the cannon and here I am. Choose the direction your cannon will fire. Well, at you.
Your own brother. You're such a rat.
I would flip the page and redraw the entire level from scratch, but the bullet would be a little closer to me. Then I'd flip the page again and do the same thing, but draw the bullet even closer.
You're finished. I put all my fighting power and cat fur into this shell. Are you allergic?
I've redrawn the whole location several times, mostly to pass the time during the movie. At the moment when the shell was supposed to finish me off, I was, of course, drawing myself, more to the right.
Hey, what the hell is this?
What are you, stupid? The bullet was flying for an hour. I just stepped aside. Tell him he's a rat too. And if there wasn't really a reason to ban us from the games here, then in all the following cases, there definitely was. You saw my diary pictures on Telegram, right? There you go. Later, as the games became more important to us, our constant screw-ups got us banned from our favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Of course, at first, like all kids, we tried to recreate that feeling from the game by playing with toys, but then came the video game. Well, come on, who would even be interested in that anymore? Well, seriously, how many days? Damn, Shredder. I'll defeat you. Yeah, Shredder, I'm gonna beat you so hard. He said, take down. And Dad, you shouldn't interrupt in the middle of a conversation.
I'm just bored, just like you. All right, guys, let's all get along.
Hey, you be quiet. Things are getting lively. Should I explain why?
That was lame, not worth it. But for example, it's like if you were forbidden to smoke, and instead you started sucking on something.
That's why we sought a new level of sensation. That's when you make shoryukens out of broken music CDs and start playing a game. Whoever gets hit loses or stops breathing, depending on where you get hit. Wow, I thought we were just imagining it.
Well, if it helps you survive, then just imagine yourself a first aid kit.
And obviously, we needed something less dangerous but more fun. And how lucky we were that our father could make anything out of wood. Especially considering he didn't always know when or why we were being punished. He usually didn't mind making our silly ideas, like Leonardo's wooden swords or Donatello's staff, come to life. And at first, we used to beat up pillows, but once we realized they couldn't say, "Please don't, I have a family," it became clear it was time to move on. And that's the very fight.
Please don't, I have one.
But in any case, we got our dose of fun and got away with only minor damage. But when the computer appeared and games became much more interesting, probably the worst decision was to take away our computer cable when we got hooked on shooters like Max Payne, because for us, it was a sacred thing to swap virtual weapons for real ones. Even if it was just plastic. Okay, got it. I'm putting it away. And as it turned out, even if you stick to the rule of only shooting each other in the legs, it can still be dangerous. Because if you read the rule carefully, you can easily get around it. Now, like Max Payne, I'm going to go into slow motion and fill his butt with lead. Fly.
Now, like Max Payne, I'm going to watch in slow motion as the bullet leaves the gun.
He'll be able to see.
How would I know? I'm not a doctor.
Yes, then he'll be able to see.
Don't worry, but only if you're sure that I'm a doctor.
Thank God his eyesight is perfectly fine. But Muv is certainly something else, and I know that. After this, his parents definitely won't allow him to keep plastic guns at home anymore. I put together a wooden box, put my gun in it, and buried it in the yard until better times. Just a few months later, they built a shed there.
He's upset, but it's a great shed, you know?
Oh, damn!
Got it. I'm cleaning it up.
Strangely, this story began with a game. It's surprising as if I'm separate from them. At that time, as usual, actually I'd say like every day, my brother and I were playing Sled Storm Your Much on PlayStation 1. And so, when our nerves were at their limit, which was always the case when it came to playing games against each other, I still remember that epic flip before the win, back when no one knew how, and I managed to pull it off right at the finish. My brother can't hold it in and shouts all over the house.
You female dog?
What did you say?
It slipped out, Mom. Sorry.
If I hear it one more time, and...
She said it one more time, and... Yes, one more time. And
at that moment, we realized one thing. This wouldn't just go unnoticed. Oh, so, you know, I would never say that my brother and I had a bad relationship. I mean, those who have a brother or sister, I think, will understand me. It's like love and hate in one bottle, and in the end, a childhood spent having fun. At that time, we found ways to put pressure on each other. With voice recorders on our button phones, we began catching each other swearing, since having a recording of it meant power. Humiliation. Go clean your room by yourself, or I'll show Mom the recording.
I'm the boss here.
Getting someone to swear is harder than it seems. Psychological games began mind games. Ooh, I see you're eating with a good appetite. What if I told you that I spit in there? I'm saying that maybe I spit in there a little bit.
You know, I already kind of enjoyed it quite a bit, but you know what I'll tell you? We-E-E-L. I noticed that the pie you hid behind the bed was very tasty and nutritious.
You dirty pie, what was that sound?
Flies are probably flying around. Well, you know, those flies...
Flies. Well, I actually wanted to give you this pie anyway.
All right.
You... I love you, bro.
And I love you too, bro.
The funniest part is we got so into these games that we ended up being extra polite, like true gentlemen.
I lost again, it's so humiliating.
Bro, yeah, I agree, you're a fool.
You too, ha ha ha.
But why me?
Yes, because you're a dumb fool. Ha 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 ha.
Every time we talked, we thought there was some kind of catch, and we tried to keep ourselves together, but it was exhausting. The fear of getting your ass kicked is really exhausting. But after a while, someone had to be the first to slip up and forget about all of this, and that was me when my brother wouldn't let me leave the room. A meltdown out of nowhere, classic. Maxim, are you serious?
What?
Open it, come on. I'm too weak to open the door. Cat, you're blocking it.
Those are flies. You know, those flies?
Yeah, what flies? Open the door.
It was at this moment that he knew he messed up.
The flies flew away. So, bro, did you lose this war? Anti-Meridiem. No, you lost it much earlier. I have a recording. I was just afraid to use it, but now if you show yours, I'll show mine too. But I didn't have it. Since we both knew I could have recorded it at times, he believed me. I waited for a chance to steal his phone when he put it down, but that opportunity never came. Pathetic games, curse you all. We stayed tense and avoided arguments so neither of us would reveal the recording, especially since I didn't have it. You wouldn't believe how boring it was, and I finally decided to put an end to it. I renamed a random recording on my phone in advance to make it look like a recording of swearing. And that's it. I'm tired of this.
And so am I.
Let's just get it over with. On the count of 3, we delete it and never do this again.
Okay.
The parents aren't home. Nope, they're out.
Let's go.
Ah, you little rascal. You're such a jerk. You. And do you know who? Ha 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 ha. Even things like this sometimes bring people closer, so remember, appreciate your loved ones and don't let little things cause arguments, especially in the family. I was trying to remember something painful but funny, and since I'm here and you're there, who knows where, it's the perfect time to have a laugh. Let's go, let's go. My mother was preparing the holiday table. My brother and I, like proper sons, of course, are doing our best to do nothing, and even more than nothing. At least we tried not to sneak bites of the not-yet-ready salads from the table before it was time. But... And so we were sitting there waiting for the food, and, well, we had to somehow pass the time, and then I saw her. Oh, yeah. The grater.
What?
Look, uh-huh.
Grater.
Yes.
Wow, there's a grater on the table. At the moment when Mother is cooking food, I didn't think I'd see something like this year.
Think broader, bro. Do you see these stars?
Yeah.
Mario.
What?
Mario.
What are you talking about?
Mario.
What?
Well, open your eyes.
Ah, now I see, but I don't get it.
And what if I do this? I was miming Mario's jumps on the stars with my fingers while my brother and mom watched closely. Oh, that wild childhood imagination. I miss you. You could turn any crap into a fun game. Why?
Did you leave me? Why?
Curse you, adult brain! Curse you!
Don't worry, you don't have one at all.
Mario first jumped on the big stars, then moved to a new level, to the small ones, and that's already harder.
That's what my new film is about. Mario on the Stars, a drama in 2 episodes.
And what is the drama about?
Yes. Dumplings.
But unfortunately, Tyorka had much more interesting sides. And the last level was the hardest. Without a moment's hesitation, I quickly flipped the Tyorka over and said, Now, Mario on a skateboard. It was too fast for anyone to realize that I was about to slide my fingers across the fine slicing side of the grater.
That's what my new film, Mario on a Skateboard, is about. It's an action-packed drama where the main character seems to glide along the storyline, and staying on the edge, he makes it to the very end no matter what.
Yeah, we get it. You cut yourself.
No, you don't get it. This is Mario.
A viewer asks, when was your last stay in a mental hospital?
I'll be waiting for you at the movies.
And before he could stop me, my Mario rushed off like a madman. Mario went on sick leave. I'm not arguing. The situation is comical. You can't forget something like that, and it seems, yes, you can joke about it a couple of times, and then that's it. After that incident, my brother still constantly reminds me about it, even now.
So, are we playing Mario, or did your Mario not split? Or are you releasing Mario on a Skateboard too?
What? No.
Got it.
In my childhood, I didn't suffer from a lack of attention or absence of friends or other similar things that could have made me want to. In search of a friend? Non-existent. Yes, I had an imaginary friend named Ku. That was his name, supposedly because his mouth was shaped like the way you say that word. Well, probably. And he also looks like a plant from Plants vs. Zombies, but Plants vs. Zombies came out later than my troubles with Bashka 2. So expect a summons to court, Padley. I'll find you.
Subtitles Dimatorzok.
It began with a dream where my mom, brother, and I went to a store, and in a basket of identical toys, one stood out. It had a body, and it somehow moved and talked.
Hi, will you be my friend?
Yes. We had a heart-to-heart, punched each other, giggled, and I took him with me. In the same dream, I came home and went to bed. I suddenly wake up and realize he's gone. I assumed my brother hit him and wondered where he was. Where is he? Where is he?
Pelmeshka!
Couldn't you give it to someone from the crowd? We were at the store yesterday. Ku was with me. Where is he?
Idiot! We didn't even leave the house yesterday. Get lost. If you wake me again, I'll put you in my backpack.
I began drawing him constantly on anything available so I wouldn't forget his appearance. I bought spray paint cans, which they sometimes wouldn't sell me, and it would have been fine if I'd actually used them for drawing. Well, somewhere where it wouldn't be seen, but I did it on my own house and even inside, on the door. Oh, I'm going to get beaten up for this later. I know how this is all going to end. I'll say, Mom, I don't want to die. And she's like, shh, and I'm like, no, Mom. This is art.
What?
Art, notebooks, exercise books, walls, and doors were all covered in drawings. When I ran out of space, I drew on myself. Whenever I slept, I dreamed of being with my imaginary friend. But at the same time, every dream after the first one felt like a memory with him. And in the end, Ku is my imaginary friend. Meaning, I imagined that I had an imaginary friend, but I couldn't actually see him. Each dream helped me accept reality more, and my brother comforted me.
Moron Gorokovaya, are you talking nonsense?
I gladly went to bed and woke up with sadness, struggling to understand what was real. Ultimately, I accepted my delirium, avoided thinking about him, and stopped drawing him. One night, I heard the door open and my mother placed a plush dragon by each of us. And usually my brother and I were given the same gifts so we wouldn't tear each other apart. But this time, by coincidence, mine looked like someone I knew. She didn't say anything, but I know it wasn't a coincidence. The girls are relaxing. I don't know about now, but at least in the 2000s. Most normal guys, even when young, not only wanted, but actually lived in their own house. Honestly, it looked more like this. That's why this place was called the Hideout. And it was also the headquarters, the base, the bungalow. Everyone called it something different. But the main thing was to get together, chill comfortably with the guys, and make plans.
Like when we blew up cow dung with firecrackers?
Always.
Yeah, baby.
The huts varied depending on the building skills of the kids. Of course, the older ones looked better, and the younger ones' huts looked worse. But overall, if you compare, the girls' huts always turned out kind of unclear, like just a pile of boards and branches thrown together, without any real nails or structure. And unfortunately, that kind of thing was usually destroyed by the local punks.
Wait, we need to check. Maybe someone is in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Clear.
Well, my brother and cousin and I couldn't find a place. It's better to just build a little room right behind our neighbor's shed. The shed was across from his house, and he seemed to be okay with it. Even though we didn't ask, but we were happy. It's easier to build a small room when one wall already exists, even if it's from someone else's shed. Yeah, we didn't have any juice or nails to build it anyway. And back then, if you needed money, you just went and returned bottles.
Wise words. That will always matter.
What?
Happiness, health to you, good luck, everything you need to succeed. That's it, guys. Spare some change, I'm telling you.
We brought bottles from home if we had any. We also looked for them on the street, washed them, turned them in, and then we were happy with the hard-earned 150 rubles.
But my God, how many nails could you buy with that? It would be enough for the whole storage room, but the mistake was trusting me with the money.
No, don't get me wrong. I couldn't do that and spend the hard-earned money on a solo game. That's why I came with my brother. Let's do it. We spent all our money on the disc. But knowing that my cousin, who doesn't play games, wouldn't appreciate this move, I still brought the nails. What's the point of buying? There's food, but you can't buy houses. Just keep it for yourself. And you're probably surprised how I got the nails, but it's simple.
Son, hand me the nails from the box.
But they're not there.
Show me. Yeah, damn. Run away, sober.
Run! Also, the boards we worked so hard to get from various interesting places served as the foundation for building our shed. But that still wasn't enough because any rain or snow could ruin everything. The gaps were still large and it seemed impossible to get more materials. By the way, this can be used to make a door. No, that's actually part of the shed. It turned out that the neighbor's shed was filled with wood. UA. We completed the storage room with 2 layers using all materials.
As if our supplies were endless.
Milord, but the neighbor often watched us and was clearly dissatisfied with something, and perhaps even suspected where the materials came from. But it was his own fault because he didn't follow one simple rule.
Don't turn your back on someone else's family or they'll end up sleeping on your board.
Wise words. Wishing you happiness and health.
And that's all for now. Respect to those who watch till the end. And if you're one of them, write the word Bishket in the comments so that those who didn't finish won't understand what's going on in the comments. I'll finish my dental work soon and return with new videos. That's all for now, yeah.